Hey guys, Jonathan with you again. Welcome to today's message. It is nice to have the pleasure of your company. I hope one day we can get an event together. I get to meet a whole bunch of you. I have met many of you over the years in different parts of the world, but wouldn't it be nice? I reckon heaven's going to be a bit like that. You're going to get to meet all these great people that you just want to spend a lot of time with. If you're watching this channel, if you subscribe to my stuff, then you're obviously somebody that is trying to improve. And a lot of the times, that's all you need. So thank you. Thank you for being here today, watching this content. And make sure you've subscribed. Hit the whacking great big subscribe thing wherever you're listening. Grab a free copy of my book, Bridging the Gap. I want to give it to you. I just want to give you a free copy. It's a book I wrote a few years ago. It captures my basic approach to all the stuff I talk about. I'm going to send you a chapter every 2 days. So hit that link, grab yourself a free copy. Today, we're going to talk about a quote from one of the absolute giants of the whole personal development movement, Napoleon Hill. Napoleon's going to talk to us today about the thing that holds everybody back. We're going to talk about fear. Fear, the worst of all enemies, can be effectively cured by forced repetition of acts of courage. All right, one of the biggest principles that I teach it to my kids, I try and teach it to myself. It's taken me years to master it, is feelings follow actions. If I could just give you that one gift. So many people go through life thinking that they will do X when they feel right, when they feel confident in doing it. Then they'll do the thing, whatever the thing is, job promotion, marriage, career, starting a business, whatever it is, right? So many people waste their life thinking, well, I'm going to start the second that I feel ready to do it. Feelings follow actions. Napoleon Hill is telling us a few key things here. Number one, fear, greatest of all enemies. So true. For most of us, we're not going to be held back really by stupidity or lack of resources or, major character flaws. Most of us get held back in any key area by the one thing. I do, fear, right? We're afraid. And that fear can be mild, it can be extreme, it can be subtle, it can be in your face. But fear is just this self-preservation thing that we've evolved with as a species that used to serve an incredibly useful purpose when we were getting eaten by everything. But nowadays, our fear mechanisms are pretty much the same as they were 300,000 years ago, but the environment's changed. But we can still get easily triggered by fear. So what Hill's saying in this message is simply, you don't think your way out of this. So right now, I'm talking to you, as you're listening or watching, if you're afraid of something right now, and you think that you'll be able to think your way through it, you may be waiting a long time. Thinking's really important, and I love to think. Actually, I recommend it. I really do, because I think there's times when we need to really carefully think about important decisions and issues in our lives. But when we're really confronting things that are fearful for us, it's action that matters. And what Napoleon Hill says today is, forced repetition of acts of courage. I can't remember if I said this last week, but long story short, recently I jumped off a bridge. Did I tell you this last week? I can't remember. But I was with a family, and we were at a big holiday destination a few months ago, and it's illegal to jump off this bridge 365 days a year. And one day a year, it was Australia's National Day, the police allow people to jump off it, or they turn a blind eye. So I'm like, my kids are like, we've got to go down at 5 o'clock. Everyone starts jumping. You got to be there, Dad. And I'm like, yeah, we'll go down, check it out. And then they go, and all day my kids are like, you going to jump? Are you going to jump? And I'm like, yeah, I'll jump. Of course I'll jump. Why wouldn't I jump? Then I saw the bridge. It's like, it's about 6 or 7 meters above the water. And it's open ocean, right? So you're just jumping off this perfectly good bridge into an ocean. How many bull sharks were in there? I don't know. But I get to this thing, and you climb over the railing, and you're sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, what have I done? And some of you would know I had a really bad accident a few years ago. I almost died. And so I've got titanium in both wrists. I destroyed both arms, and I got titanium in both sides. And I'm sitting on this bridge thinking, if I get this wrong, I don't want to be back in hospital with these hands. But here's the thing, right? There's hundreds and hundreds of people there watching, and I'm the middle-aged dude on the bridge. And then my kids, especially my youngest daughter Stephanie, she's like big personality. She's like, jump, jump, and she's like building up the crowd. She's the whole crowd. She's going, jump, 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 and I'm there going, oh, wait till you get home. And anyway. So finally, out of this moment of first thing, I was genuinely afraid. So fear was a thing. Fear was present. It was real. It was there. So I'm not going to tell you I was just like, oh, this is all good. I wasn't. I was afraid. Finally, by the grace of God, I just jumped off, and it was the coolest thing ever. It was the best. It was like this rush on the way down, and then you hit the water, and you have that sudden moment where you realise you're not dead, and you're like, I'm not dead. That's a good thing. And the buzz, like, I know the chemicals in your brain, the endorphins, the dopamine hit, and I just literally, like, swam out of there so quick. And it wasn't because of the bull sharks, it was because I just wanted to do it again. So I just kept doing it again. Long story. I hope you've enjoyed listening to it. But my point is that Napoleon Hill's right. It was the forced repetition of acts of courage that brought me to a very new experience, and a really awesome experience, and a great memory. So I just want to tell you that all the good stuff is on the other side of what you're afraid of. Now, I know that sounds like an Instagram post. I know that sounds like a t-shirt slogan, but it is true. I mean, I've been in this space now for maybe close to 30 years. All the good stuff is on the other side of what you're afraid of. It just is. I don't mean do frivolous things or dangerous things, and I don't mean have conversations with people that they're not ready for, but you feel you are. Don't do that. But you know what I mean, right? There'll be things in your life that are holding you back. And I just want to encourage you that when you take that leap, it's like the universe, God just loves the leap. Like God's just there going, if they take the leap, it's going to be really cool. But we're so afraid. So I want to encourage you, if you're afraid of something right now, and that fear isn't like a dangerous fear or a fear that's going to hurt other people, it's just something personal to you, I just want to encourage you. I want to tell you my bridge story and tell you to jump at the right time when you feel ready. We may not always feel ready, but it's worth doing. All right, this has gone too long, but I just want to tell you that the actions come before the feelings. And if we do the hard things that we don't think we can do, the feelings come after that, and life gets richer and you get better. All right, please subscribe. Grab a free copy of Bridging the Gap. God bless you. My name's Jonathan Doyle. I'm going to have another message for you tomorrow.